So,
Yeah, well, where'd you get that from?
I'm just because it's
Yeah,
certain.
in 2,000 years of Christian history, one of the bedrock doctrines of the Christian faith is the triune nature of God. Another bedrock doctrinal commitment of Christianity is the deity of Christ. The Jehovah's Witnesses categorically reject both of those. Do you know
That is
anything
true.
about the history of the Jehovah's Witnesses?
Not much, but
Okay, their
that's why I wanted to
founder,
come up.
Charles Taze Russell, was a complete scam artist. He has a very nefarious background. Okay?
I'm listening. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to actually talk about because in talking with one in the past, they told me that they reject the idea of the Trinity. So that had me questioning what's
Okay,
what
so
there.
then they have a problem. They now no longer have a perfect God because a God that is Unitarian cannot actualize love before creation. Therefore, he cannot possess love in eternity past, nor can he be a maximally personal being because he cannot actualize the relationality aspect of being a person or a personal being.
See. Would you happen to recommend any pieces of literature or any specific type of Bible?
In regards to what?
Just in general for reading material.
You mean in terms of Christian theology?
Correct.
You might want to check out a survey of Christian doctrine by Charles Ryrie. That's a good short introductory book. You
Yeah,
could
if you give me
probably
one moment, I'll grab a pen so I can write it down. All right, and I'm back.
Yeah, I think the title is called A Survey of Christian Doctrine by Charles Ryrie, Ryrie. If you have trouble finding the book, you can find a copy of it at archive.org.
Alrighty.
You can read it
Uh,
online.
Ryrie, correct?
Yeah. He's a now deceased brilliant theologian who I deeply respected and agreed with most of what he wrote. If you want to read something that's a bit more in depth, he has a book that is much thicker and longer, which is more expansive, called Basic Theology. But I think for your purposes, I would start with a survey of Christian doctrine.
Alrighty, writing this down as we speak.
Yep.
And what was that last name?
Ryrie, Ryrie.
Perfect. Got it.
Charles Ryrie.
Got it. Well, I appreciate you taking some time to answer my questions. I
Listen,
hope you'll have a good evening.
come anytime.
Come again?
Yeah, come anytime and ask questions.
Appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.
I think you'll really enjoy that book.
Very well. Y'all have a good evening.
Okay. Yeah, people make a mistake about God's foreknowledge. Okay. They're making a mistake in modal logic. Okay. God knowing what we will freely choose does not cause us to make those choices. We can or could choose otherwise, but God just simply knows what we will freely choose. God knows prior what we can only know in the present. How he does that, I couldn't explain that. By the way, Precept Mars, if you see somebody show up without a avatar and they have 0 followers and following, then mute and block them instantly. What's clearly not the case, hey babe? So once again, folks, I'm having another stream on a daily basis and no intelligent opposition from the atheists on TikTok. They truly are afraid. Where are they? They're real bold when they can crush low-hanging fruit. Okay. Does the Christian God's Trinitarian nature allow them to connect persons and universals? Yeah, the God himself is the concrete universal. He's the one who actualizes all the universals and the particulars according to his plan. So the triune God himself is the solution to the one and the many problem. God didn't create evil. If you're referring to Isaiah, he's talking about natural calamities, which is a temporal judgment upon fallen man as a part of his overall plan of redemption. But in the initial creation, God didn't create evil. God cannot create evil per se, but God can withhold his grace, his providential grace, where the vacuum is filled by calamities that occur. Okay. Yeah, that's just a stupid remark. If you want to come up and defend that, do so. But if you make another stupid remark, hey, babe, like that, I'm going to mute you. We welcome disagreement and opposition, but if you just make continued stupid teenage remarks, that's the way you get muted. No, if you're going to make persistent objections, you have to come up and defend it. If you don't, then you're relegated to being a drive-by troll and you'll be treated as such. I don't allow trolling on my stream. All right, so once again, we're not getting any opposition. I'm probably going to shut the stream down and take a break. Okay. No, Jesus referred to it as being intrinsically clean, but the apostles wanted the Gentiles to avoid eating animals that were, strangled, if you will, so not as to be an offense to the Jewish-minded believers. So you need to understand these things in proper context. What are the best sources? I would read Bonson's books. I would read the Objective Proof for Christianity by Bonson. You can get it at AmericanVision.org. Okay. You could read the Trilogy series by Bonson, also published by American Vision, and the titles are Against All Opposition, Pushing the Antithesis, and the third is The Impossibility of the Contrary. I don't know if I have the order of them correctly, but those are at AmericanVision.com. Just a caveat, although I strongly recommend those books, I do not agree with the prophetical and eschatological views of American Vision. They have a completely different view on prophecy than I do. But those particular books that they published, I'm highly supportive of. Okay. So the titles, again, you could read Against All Opposition. That's one of the volumes. Pushing the Antithesis. And then there is The Impossibility of the Contrary. And also, if you're only going to get one book, just get The Objective Proof for Christianity, written by Bonson and edited by Joshua Pillows. It's from AmericanVision.org. You're welcome, John. Yeah, well, Jay, send me an invite. There, Jay, I'll follow you. already do follow you, Jay. Just send me an invite if you see me live, Jay. I'll be more than happy to help you out on other streams. I said I'll go over through it again. So the best first book you should get is called The Objective Proof for Christianity. You can get that at AmericanVision.org. When you go to that webpage, AmericanVision.org, you click on the store button. And then when that page loads, type into the search field The Objective Proof for Christianity, and will come up. You can buy either the paperback or a PDF. Okay. Mitch, if you follow me, follow me back, Mitch, and send me a DM, and I'll send you a link to the resources, okay? Yeah, send me a DM asking the link, okay, to those resources, and I'll help you out.